What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today I want to talk to you guys about a resolution that is making its rounds around different locals across the IBEW. This resolution was put forth by the Latin American Electrical Workers Alliance, LAEWA National. Now, LAEWA National created the language for this resolution, and this resolution has passed in 3 locals already: Local 11, Local 46, and Local 716. That's Houston, that's Los Angeles, that's Seattle. Those locals all passed the language in this resolution because they saw the human rights aspect of it. They saw that it fulfilled the objects of our Constitution and that it was not in contrary or in contrast to anything that we believe in as the IBEW. Now, timing is everything, right? And unfortunately, politicians do politician things, and it's very frustrating. It's disingenuous. It's very opportunistic, and it's just disingenuous. It's just crap. And what happened here at last month's meeting is just an example of that crap, because in May, this resolution was presented at the Local 26 General Membership Meeting, and I'm going to read you the resolution so you know what the language is before we get into what happened, how these politicians messed this up or stayed true to form. Fake politician stuff during an election, and then once the election's over, a complete reversal of a stance. It's just disgusting. But let's get into it. So this is a resolution to mobilize in defense of immigrants. Now remember, the IBEW stands for human rights, human justice. This is all in our declarations. This is all part of what we are as an organization. Here's what it says. Whereas planned immigration raids and anti-immigrant violence are harmful to the solidarity that should be shared between all working people, and whereas immigrant workers are a central part of labor, vital to our labor organizations, and their rights are inseparable from those of the rest of the working class. That's you and I. And whereas a union is a self-defense organization for the working class as a whole, and whereas attacks either from the government or from groups of racist thugs pose a danger to workers everywhere, and whereas we cannot look to the government, the courts, politicians, or either big business party or the police to protect immigrants from bigoted attacks. And whereas it is the duty of the unions to defend our fellow workers against oppression and racist attacks. And whereas an injury to one is an injury to all, therefore be it resolved that IBEW Local 26 will explore the best ways to mobilize its memberships, to mobilize its membership to defend immigrants who are under attack either from government raids or racist groups. And be it further resolved that this body repudiates the vile attacks on immigrants and calls for the rest of labor to mobilize in defense of our fellow workers. That's the language of the resolution. Nothing crazy, just stating that we are going to figure out the best ways to mobilize our membership in order to defend against these illegal ICE raids that are terrorizing the Latino community, terrorizing my community, terrorizing my Latino brothers and sisters, members of Local 26, terrorizing our workforce. This resolution does not create an expenditure of money. This resolution does not create anything like that. There's nothing controversial about this resolution. And yet, when it was read in May, the impression that I received surprised me, because the chair vocally was like, I am in full support of this resolution. This is a great idea. What's going on, I disagree with it. Blah, blah, blah. Then they went into the June meeting when the election was already decided, and we learned that the incumbent administration was going to continue to be the incumbent administration with no outsiders winning any seats. What happened at that meeting? As predictable as you could think. The motion was called out of order, and a whole list of bull crap about how we contacted the lawyers and they said that this is illegal. It's the same bullshit game that is played every single time you come with an idea that the incumbents or that those in power disagree with. They will find any and every way that they can think of to stifle whatever it is you're thinking or trying to do. There was nothing controversial about this resolution, and yet we were told it's illegal again. Mind you, this resolution has passed in 3 locals already, so it's not illegal. There's nothing illegal about it. But that's politics. You know what I mean? That's what politicians do. They tell you one thing when they need you. Oh, when they need you, they're in your area. They have meetups. They're reaching out. They're talking to you. They want your feedback. Oh, it's so important. As soon as the decisions as soon as the election's over and the results are in, that's it. It's back to business as usual. And what is business as usual? Control. Control, stifle anything that may rattle the conservative base that supports you. If it's going to upset them, we're shutting it down. And it's just frustrating because I know how much our members are stressed out and anxious about the environment that we're living in right now. And this would have provided just a smidgen of comfort to know, hey, my local union is behind me. They're thinking about it too. But no, alas, that's not what happened. What happened was the resolution got called out of order and thrown by the wayside. And it's one more example of how things don't change. This membership of folks who are apathetic, folks who are disengaged, folks that are disconnected, folks that have no idea what goes on. We cannot progress and move forward and make positive change until our rank and file membership wakes up and decides that this is their local and that they want something different. Right now, they're all just going to work, going home. That's all they do. That's their role. And we have a lot of work as rank and file members that care. We have a lot of work to do to organize our rank and file, into a cohesive unit that understands what's going on and what needs to happen and can provide guidance and provide courage to these elected politicians, because for them to have the moral clarity and the moral backbone on their own, I don't know that we're going to see it. I haven't seen any evidence that says, oh yeah, that was a brave move. I haven't seen it. Like I said, they caught me by surprise. The chair caught me by surprise when he was like, I fully support this in May. I was like, wow, really? That's weird. But true to form, out of order, this is illegal. It's what we voted for though, right? So we just got to keep on pushing, keep on educating each other, keep on talking to each other. We have a lot of organizing to do, because we're not going to get change from the top down. Change comes from the bottom up. I've always said that. Change comes from the bottom up, not from the top down. So if you're a rank and file member of any local union, talk to your rank and file members at work, talk to your rank and file members at the union meeting, and organize yourselves in order to move your local union in a progressive direction that has positive change for your members. Otherwise, we're just going to stay frustrated and disconnected. And that will kill the labor movement. That will kill unions. And Lord knows that's what the CEOs want. That's what the bosses want. They want to get rid of unions. We must hold the line. My name's Eric. You're watching Union Minded. Remember that the fight's not left and right. It's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. And remember, there could be no union without you and I front and center. So let's go. Peace.